Moms, you want to raise kids who take ownership of their own choices, know how to lead and live out their values without constant reminders? This week is all about teaching accountability, responsibility, and independence in practical, faith filled ways. Hi, I'm Rosie Perez, author of A Year of Love 365 Days of Faith and Inspiration for Mothers. Every single week, I share simple, faith filled ways to connect with your child and nurture love, whether they're toddlers, teens, or grown adults. Visit my website for daily entries, free resources, and to join our virtual mom group for encouragement and prayer. Now, let's dive into this week's Steps of Love. Day 183, talk about accountability. One of the most important things we can teach our kids is that their choices truly matter. Today, have a conversation about accountability, what it means to take responsibility when they make a mistake, and how it builds trust when they own their actions without blame. Share a personal example, like a time when you had to admit you were wrong and how it shaped your character. Remind them that God doesn't expect perfection, but He does want us to be honest, to grow, and to walk humbly with Him. Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Proverbs 28:13. Day 184. Teach them laundry skills, also known as where do all the socks go? Teaching laundry may not sound glamorous, but trust me, it's golden. Today, walk your child through the basics: how to sort clothes, measure detergent, not pour like it's juice, and how to actually fold something instead of just creating a fabric burrito. I still remember the first time I taught my kids. One of them proudly folded a shirt into a triangle, and another tried to organize their drawers by color like it was an art project. It was a hot mess, but it was our mess, and we laughed through every minute of it. Laundry day is more than chores. It's a chance to teach care, order, and stewardship. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord. Colossians 3:23. So let them try, let them mess it up, let them try again. That's how responsibility is built, one sock or missing sock at a time. Day 185, let them lead a task. Today, hand over their reins just a little. Let your child take the lead on something simple: planning a family dinner, choosing a movie night lineup, or organizing a game. The point isn't for everything to go perfectly. It's for them to feel capable and trusted. You're giving them the gift of responsibility with a safety net of support. They might surprise you with how creative or hilarious their plan turns out to be. Either way, celebrate their effort and remind them that leadership starts with small, meaningful steps. Day 186, talk about peer influence. You know what they say back home? Dime con quien andas y te diré quién eres. Which means, tell me who you walk with and I'll tell you who you are. And let me tell you, I lived by that as a mom. I was intentional, some might say a little intense, about knowing who my kids were hanging out around. I didn't just want names. I wanted to meet their friends, their parents, see who they spoke with, how they acted, and what kind of spirit they carried. When they lived under my roof, I made sure to stay involved, not to control, but to protect them. And now, even though they're older and making their own decisions, the trust we build allows me to still speak into their lives. They introduce me to their friends, and they actually want to hear my thoughts. And that's good. That didn't happen by accident. It came from years of showing up and caring deeply. Talk to your child about the power of influence. Help them understand that the people they surround themselves with shape their thoughts, their choices, and even their faith. And just as important, remind them that they are an influence too. May they be the kind of friends who bring light, wisdom, and joy. Day 187, encourage responsibility with money. Teaching your child about money isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about values. So today, give your child a small amount of money, maybe from their allowance, birthday, or a fun surprise, and let them decide how to use it. Will they save it, spend it, or give some away? This simple moment opens the door to powerful lessons: how to pause before buying something, how to compare value, and how to think about others when we have a little extra. You can share a story from your own life too, maybe a time when you saved up for something special or when giving brought unexpected joy. Remind them that everything we have is a gift from God. And when we manage those gifts well, even the small ones, we show maturity and gratitude. Let today be the start of conversations that go beyond spending, conversations about stewardship, generosity, and wise choices. Day 188, reflect on consequences. One of the most powerful tools we can give our children is the ability to pause and reflect before acting. Today, have a conversation about consequences, not just the negative kind, but the positive ones too. You might share a story about a time you made a wise decision and saw it pay off, or a time you didn't and had to learn the hard way. Be honest. Your vulnerability shows them that mistakes are part of growing and that God's grace is always available. Ask your child, what's one decision you made recently that made you proud? What's one you might want to redo? This isn't about guilt, it's about growth. Talk about how God gently redirects us when we mess up and how every choice we make is a chance to honor him. Let today be a reminder every action has a ripple effect and God is with us in every one of those ripples. Day 189, celebrate independence. I still remember potty training. Yes, the sticker charts on the wall, the cheers for every success bathroom trip like they just won an Olympic medal. Then came the I can do it myself phase, making sandwiches with way too much peanut butter, picking mismatched outfits with full confidence, and eventually moving out and paying their own phone and car insurance. Can we just pause for that miracle? Mom, every stage of independence is worth celebrating. These milestones, big or small, are proof that all the love, teaching, and prayers are blooming right in front of you. Growing up is a journey, and your joy, support, and celebration, that's the fuel that keeps them going. Moms, I'm praying for you as you pour love into your children. Know that every small action is seen by God, and your love is shaping their hearts. Keep going. You are making a difference, one intentional act of love at a time. Let me know in the comments which action resonated most with you this week. I love to hear your story. And if you'd like to share your journey, I'd love to interview you for Real Mom Talks. I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's Steps of Love. And join our virtual mom group for more encouragement and prayer. See you next week, friends. Bye-bye. God bless.